I think, if someone had asked someone to host me, or if I had asked someone to host me in a time of great need, and someone had the space, I would hope they would do the same.
A Canadian man from Winnipeg, now living in Poland, has opened his doors to Ukrainian refugees fleeing from the war with Russia. On the second day of the war, Michael Rubenfeld was informed by a friend in Toronto that a woman named Alina Vyakina was leaving Ukraine and needed a safe space for her and her mother.
She needed a home. She needed a place to stay, At the beginning of the war, it was so intense. It continues to be intense. We're all a bit more used to the intensity, but it just felt like it was the only thing that I could do. I had the space, and I was asked to offer the space.
Rubenfeld says he felt a responsibility to say yes because if he was in her shoes, he would hope that someone would feel gracious enough to help him.
A lot of Polish people would actually say that they feel like this is not just a war that's happening next door, but they're a part of this war. They're a part of helping to fight Ukraine, and I think this is their way of doing it.
Alina Vyakina is a Ukrainian refugee and a volunteer combat medic who served in Pisky and Shirokina in 2017. She had been working and living in Kyiv with her husband when the Russian invasion began.
My husband woke up from the sound of shelling in Kyiv in the morning. He woke me up and told me something like, okay, it started. So we just packed everything we've already actually had been packing before, and took my mom and cat and went from Kyiv.
As missile attacks continued in Ukrainian cities, Vyatkina decided to take her mom to Poland.
I'm the lucky one because I have friends in Canada, Liana, and I wrote to her I'd say a week before the invasion. And I've asked, does she have friends in Poland to host my mom? And she gave me Michael's contact.
3 days later, the pair were in Krakow and had a new home.
So when we were on the way to Lviv, I already wrote him and told him that, okay, it's war, so I need to keep my mom safe. Can we come? And he was like, sure, yes, you can come, and you can stay for as long as you have to be here.
Vyatkina is currently using Rubenfeld's home as a base of operations as she collects supplies and raises funds for frontline defenders in Ukraine. Her goal is to raise 120,000 euros.
What Alina is doing, I'm grateful to her and to everyone on the front lines, because what they're doing is they're not just defending Ukraine, they're defending the entire free world. If I can support Alina in this small way, I'm able to support Ukraine as a whole.
In Winnipeg, Breanna Marcelo, City News.